G'day guys, welcome to Scotch Down Under. I'm Ken.
I'm Scott.
And I'm not.
And today, Mr. Not and Mr. Scott, we're going to go back and revisit the Ben Rick 10 Curiosities.
Aha! The original, we were not... I mean, it's not that we weren't impressed, shall we say, but it was just like I don't know. So we wanted to explore...
Yeah, we did a neck pour, so it was a little tight, we thought, so we might have to open it up a little bit. So I did. I have revisited this a few times.
Excellent.
And so it is down to, way past the shoulder down to here now.
Ah!
So now it's opened up a little bit, and I think it is quite more interesting. So you need to look back at our episode up here. Yep, up there. For our initial review, and I'm trying to remember what we actually gave it. I think it was all around, it was a 9-ish.
I'm going to agree because I genuinely cannot recall.
I think it was a 9-ish.
I have to think to myself that perhaps you should have told us earlier that we were going to do this, because then perhaps I could have rewatched the episode this morning.
No, I wanted to do it so it's fresh. So we don't...
Yeah.
Yep.
I have no idea what I said about it.
Exactly. So that's why we're going to do it fresh. Now that's opened up a little bit in the bottle. Get rid of our tube. "10 years old, slightly peated. That's all I can remember."
I suppose that's all we need to know. Anyway, the nose.
Yeah.
Smells like whiskey.
And it's got some peat.
It's very soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we did say in the last one. It was very
Do you know
soft.
what?
But it's...
It's got that scent of a butcher's shop. You know that
Oh.
kind of like meaty but like sterilise-y kind of, you know when you first walk into a butcher's and you breathe in, it's that smell of just like all the combination of everything that goes on there.
And then the big pile of the brown paper as well.
Yeah, just like literally the smell of a butcher shop, but not like any particular meat.
Interesting.
Not like the smell of meat in a butcher shop. Like
No, the smell of the
actual
butcher shop. Yeah, because they do have a very distinct smell. That is
Yeah.
very true.
It smells like death.
And
Well, it's
meat.
not an abattoir.
Yeah, that's true. They might have the abattoir choppy up bit at the back, but yeah.
Choppy up.
Butchers don't receive live animals.
No, but they might get half a cow and they can prepare it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it's a whole animal butcher shop, then yeah,
Yeah,
they're the better ones to go to.
that's right.
They don't waste a single thing.
No, you get all the good cuts.
Yeah.
Yep. And all the leftover bits go on the sausages.
Well,
Or you
that
can-
goes into like charcuterie stuff as well, and like they have so many uses for it. It's really cool. Love to know enough to start my own.
Well, my uncle was a butcher.
I've thought about it a couple of times, but
I've been to a butcher's.
yeah, so have I. Yesterday, actually.
Oh, soft peat. Yum.
Yep. And
this coloured?
lemon
Little bit of
zest.
sweet under there.
No, I think this is non-chill filtered and non-coloured, if I remember correctly.
Because it's very light. Very light.
Space side.
I reckon that piece of information might have been on the tube. They got yeeted to non-existence.
It could have, because if they don't put it on the... Well, it says some writing down there, it's in white, I can't even read that.
The old farts.
I think it is
Most
non-chill filtered.
whiskies achieve light peating through the water.
I think it is
source.
non-chill filtered and non-coloured, because that's what we talked about in the last episode, if I remember correctly.
No, it doesn't say anything about it.
On the front? I think it's...
Non-chill filtered natural colour.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I
Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding.
I remember it being on the tube, but not the bottle, and we talked about that for a good solid 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And 46% ABV.
That's right, because of the font on this. There
Yeah,
was a word that
The berry one.
beetberry.
Beatberry.
What was the actual word?
Was that on these?
Heathery.
Yeah, that was on there as well. The
Flory-
beatberry part.
Heathery, was it?
Heathery, that's
Yeah.
the one.
It says beet berry.
Yeah. Now I'm actually getting quite a bit of like lemongrassy zest
Mm.
on the nose.
Yeah, a lemony citrus.
Yeah. And you could almost say that is a lemony lime-looking
No, it's more straw.
straw.
Maybe lime cordial.
Yeah,
It's
lime
pale.
cordial. It's very pale ale. Yeah.
Pale ale.
Pale ale, or just rhymes. I don't know.
Cheers.
Sweet, peppery.
And it's
Very lightly peated.
it's that herbal sort of florally peat.
Yeah.
Well, it is a Speyside, so they're going to be using different vegetable matter than what you get from, say, an Isla or Campbelltown style.
Yeah.
And more than likely the top layer of peat, not the earthy bottom one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad, but I'm still not impressed.
Still not impressed?
No.
I think there's maybe a little more character
A tiny
once
bit.
we've gotten past the neck, but I mean, obviously, for me, the neck pour really didn't do much for me because I'm struggling to recall
Yeah.
my
same.
previous thoughts on it.
Yeah. After we did that episode, when I was doing some live streams, I kept coming back and visiting, and each time I had it, like the first time I had it after we did the episode, I was still meh. The second time I was like, meh. And then it started to open up. And now I'm finding it a little bit more interesting, and I actually quite enjoy it now. I think it's opened up just enough to give a decent experience, but it's definitely one that needs to get below the shoulder to really experience it the best of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a really bloody pleasant dram.
Yeah, it's all
But-
round, smooth, integrated.
Yeah, that smokiness just lingers really nicely,
Yeah, it's got a good
and
finish.
that sweetness is still there underneath it.
I do like the nose.
Yep. Still butcher shop.
Yeah, I was just thinking, it's like butcher shop with someone's just run around through with a whole pole of lemon. Like, sprayed lemon all around the butcher shop.
I was thinking because of the slight smoke, is they've had a ghost in the building and it's just been saged.
So it's an exorcist, sage-fused butcher shop.
It's haunted by the ghost of a cow.
So now that we've added some water, what do you think?
I haven't drunk it yet.
Get a bit more pepperiness.
I reckon it's on the nose, it's smoothed it up a little bit. It's made it a little
Softened.
bit more sweeter, yeah.
But the peat is still there.
Yeah,
not
kinda
subduing.
Just really softened it for me.
Mm.
Like, I don't mind it, but I don't think I'm a fan.
Well, as with most, you wouldn't say no if someone gave you a bottle.
And
I actually like it as a dram that you can have that you don't want to ruin your palate, but you still want that hint of peat. So it's a good in-between. So, you know, I don't want a real light florally Speyside, and I don't want a real heavy Isla. I want something in between.
how much was this again? 99 was it?
Yeah, I think it was only around $100. Yeah.
Because if I want something that's not like the heaviest peated, but like something with a bit of a tiny bit of peat just to sit on for a while, I would usually go for like one of the sweet smoke kind of ones, like Elsa Bay or the Peat Heart.
Yep.
And well, the Peat Heart's a bit higher, but the Elsa Bay is roughly the same price.
Yeah, the Ulster Bay, but that's a lot sweeter.
I'd much
A lot
prefer
stronger
that.
peat.
Yeah.
I reckon this is more subtle.
Well, because this is kind of how I see like the peat in the Elsa Bay, because of that sweetness really brings it back down to it being in my opinion, are lightly peated, even though it's a heavy peat.
It is a lot more peat
Yeah.
than this, that's for sure. I mean, this is an interesting expression of a space side peated. I think that is where it really hits a spot. Because traditionally, you know, a lot of the whiskies were peated, so this would be the characteristic you would kind of have.
Yeah. It ticks a lot of boxes. The ABV is there, the non-colour, non-chill filter. Nice soft peat. Good subtle sweet.
Yep, that floral, sweet part, a little bit of pepper. I still enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's not bad, I'm just not a fan.
Yeah, just doesn't hit your...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, you know, obviously in a similar price point, there's definitely drams that I prefer.
Because that's always what gets me is how much is this whiskey going to cost me, and what else can I spend that much money on? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean, you've always got that factor, but I like to have something like this in my repertoire when I feel like something this style. I mean, there are a lot of other really nice whiskies, but if I'm not feeling like that kind of whiskey I want to delve into, this is a good one to have.
Yeah. Yeah, look, it's soft and it's subtle.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's a good one
I think maybe if it had a bit more punch, maybe with the peat, you might enjoy it a bit more.
It's 46, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this would be interesting if it was as it is, but at cask strength. What would that do to it?
Ooh.
And they do a cask strength. I've got a couple of sample bottles of the Benriach peated cask strength. So I might have to do a little sample.
But the thing is, I mean, like, you know, this is obviously being 10 years as well, it's got a bit of age on it.
Yeah.
I'd still give it a solid 9.
yeah, same.
No, that's what we gave it before.
'Cause
so,
it's-
yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely give it a solid 9.
If it was more peat, less sweet, or the other way around, might actually think a bit less of it.
Yeah, it was strong either way. You would like,
But it's got a good balance. And I think, it seems to be opening up a little with some water so you can play around with it. So
And
we'll
we
stick with that 9.
yeah, I'm thinking 9 something. Yeah, low 9-ish. Haven't really decided. I think we might have even said in the original episode, and as along with a couple other whiskies in this similar type of vein, it's a good introductory peat. So if someone likes a space side,
Yeah.
and you might introduce them to this because it's not going to knock their head off. You're not going to give them a Lagavulin and Ardbeg style and throw them into the deep end. Even though they might like that, this is a good one to introduce them. And if they don't screw their nose up, then you can say, okay, now we might be able to delve into something a bit stronger. Yeah. And you're not going to break the bank.
No. After this, that's when you give them the oogie.
Yeah. Oh, you like this? Boom, here's an Ugadal. Yep. See, I reckon it's a good one to have on your bar.
Yeah.
For that 2 factor, if you want something a little bit,
Yeah.
just an all-day drinker.
And, you know, visually, it's a good looking bottle to have on the shelf.
Yeah.
So there is that factor as well.
And like we said before, you know, it's got the little stamp there, own floor maltings. They do their own floor maltings. And the history about it, you know, the legend distiller at the helm at the moment. Yeah, she's doing some great stuff. Yep. So, on that note,
I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah, me too.
Have
Have a good one.